Yo, 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 mi gente. Shout out to all my returning viewers. Thank you once again for tuning in to another VIC SZN Sports video. If you're new to this channel, this is where I like to cover the most latest, greatest, and exciting fight news while also elaborating my personal thoughts. Let's get right to it though. Before we do though, make sure to hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting mad love on my channel. I love it. I just see that you guys forget to hit that like button. It'd be like over 100 of you guys just commenting, showing mad love, super chatting, super thanks, cash apping me. Don't forget to hit that like. That helps me grow, and I truly appreciate it. Now let's get right to the topic. You know, there's a topic about Devin Haney and the lawsuit. I covered this a couple times, but there's a perspective that I noticed nobody's really talking about at all. And this is me being really transparent about the situation. And I gave you guys a taste of it in one of my previous videos. But I mentioned it towards the end, and I only gave you guys a bit of a taste of it. So for those of you that, didn't get to that part of my video, and for those of you that have got there, this is where I'll give you guys that information and also elaborate further to clarify more of what I meant and also add some extra points, because this is going to shock a lot of you Haney fans that are only being really one-sided about the situation, not being open-minded on a general type of perspective. Now, Devin Haney with this lawsuit, let's start here, right? When it comes to Devin Haney with this lawsuit, in my personal opinion, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say this, is we don't really care. And when I see people telling me stuff like, oh, you're mad, Ryan Garcia fans are mad, it don't bother me because I'm not a cold-hearted Ryan Garcia fan. I'm just telling you how it is, right? But you guys are making Devin look like he's like the Edgar Berlanga in lawsuit right now. And what I mean by that is, shout out to Edgar Berlanga. He did put on a better expected performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't expect him to do as good as he did. And I was rooting him on, you know what I'm saying? And after 2 weeks, it seems like he's still celebrating that performance despite him losing. And this is where I kind of give that title to Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you guys are thinking he already won this lawsuit. And you're saying people are getting mad about it, but nobody really cares. I think what you don't understand is that this lawsuit could be a pro and a con, but it's only going to be a pro if Devin Haney wins. You know what I'm saying? So don't celebrate too early, because the amount of energy it's going to take for the person that's getting sued is going to be the same amount, if not more, from the person that's doing the suing, because they got to prove everything that they're accusing Ryan Garcia for, which there's a lot of lack of evidence in that type of situation. So imagine going through that whole process only to lose and then back to square one, right? And I say that to say this, man. I don't care that he's suing Ryan Garcia, win or lose, right? My thing is, it's evident that he is not entertaining this rematch or even a return so much right now. And I think that's what a lot of Haney fans are looking over. I get it. You want to get this, you want to get it back. You know what I'm saying? He already got his old back. He has all this, but there's still more that you want to take out of. You want to make an example out of Ryan Garcia. Now, there was a lot better opportunities you could have had with other fighters that actually took, hardcore drugs for an enhancement. This is just not one of those situations. You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned in my other videos, you can mention microdosing, all this and all that, or if he took 60 times over the amount and all that. I get it. You guys gonna have to prove that it gives you a legit enhancement. Everything else is just speculation, right? Another thing is, we're talking about the billionth of a gram. That's not gonna. You guys have to provide all this as proof. You have to have proof. It's not about what you know or what you think you know. It's about what you could prove in the court of law. Now, my thing is, I'm not mad about that. Even I could be wrong. He might win this, and it doesn't change my life. It doesn't do nothing for me. But why isn't the rematch being entertained more? What I respect, and I think what people are getting misconfused, is that we're not hearing about boxing when it comes to Devin Haney. We're not hearing about him getting it back in blood. He's mentioning, I want to handle this in the ring and outside the ring, but we're seeing a lot more outside the ring antics than the inside stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why we're not hearing you talk about you wanting to get it back in blood. You know what I'm saying? You're not you seen Ryan Garcia in person. I mean, according to Ryan Garcia, and you didn't do nothing to him when you seen him, but then you hop on Twitter and say that you're gonna do this, that, and the third when you see him. There's a lot of things on the case that really don't look good. But like I said, Devin Haney's claiming to be a smart businessman. A smart businessman doesn't put his business out. Do you see? I'm dropping juice on y'all, man. A smart businessman does not put his business out. And what Devin Haney's doing right now is putting all his business out, right? And putting all his attention towards the business that he's putting out that has to do with this lawsuit. Keep that behind closed doors. And then when you win, celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? Don't celebrate something that you haven't won for. You got Bill Haney saying, I'm doing this. He's already making like these celebration videos like people are going to pay. But now what happened if you don't win? You know, then you're going to get Haney fans saying, oh, well, you know, they didn't win, but it's still victory because now these other fighters are going to think twice about taking PDs. No, the hell they not. Because you just put so much energy into a lawsuit that you lost, and now it's gonna encourage more people to probably get into it because they know they can't lose a lawsuit as long as they do it the same way they have been doing it, right? So it's not really a smart idea, but that's why it's better to still do the lawsuit. Do I agree with it? No, but I understand. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You don't want to take your loss. You feel like he truly had an enhancement, so you want to take it to the court system. And what's surprising is that it's just, we knew that Ryan Garcia had a left hook. We've seen it against Fortuna. We've seen it against a lot of fighters. We knew he had a great left hook. Devin Haney himself knew that. There's sparring footage with him getting caught with left hooks, and he couldn't block it. I'm sure he lost to Ryan Garcia in the amateurs. I'm sure that there's a couple left hooks he landed there too. The only difference is that now you're not wearing headgear. There's a different effect. So do the lawsuit. That's not what we mad at. What I think the majority of the fans that are mad, boxing fans that are mad, is that we're not hearing about your return. We're not hearing about anything that has to do with you getting it back in the ring, let alone with Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I know people are going to say, oh, but Ryan Garcia suspended, this, that, and the third. Then let's talk about what's going to take place during the suspension. You know what I'm saying? During his suspension, let's get it together. You know, put the fight, plan it now, book it now. You know what I'm saying? That way you could book one of the biggest cards and book that joint now. Freak it. Do something that's gonna convince the fans that this is something you truly want. Show us, you're saying you're in the gym, but it just seems more like a way for you to build your confidence again and looking for acceptance with the fans. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm back in the gym, yes. You know what I'm saying? You're retweeting people that are siding with you because it seems like you're looking for that type of acceptance. Get away from the Twitter, lock in, right? I think that's what's the problem. People have a misunderstanding of why someone like Devin Haney is getting the treatment he's getting from, I would say, majority of boxing fans. And it's because we're hearing more about him taking it to a place where we never expected it. It was unexpected. We heard you threaten the life of Ryan Garcia. We heard you saying this, that, and the third, only for us to hear after the fight that you almost got killed. It don't look good. So we expect you to say, okay, now we're gonna come back and we're gonna get it done right, and it's a wrap from there, whatever the case is. Not to mention, Ryan Garcia passed every test leading to the fight, only the one the night before when he was trying to cut the weight. I don't think you guys understand that. It helps you cut weight, right? This Austrian thing supposedly helps you cut weight. He had a billionth of a gram in it, in his system. How would he be able to, if he took so much and got caught up the last, how would he be able to take away whatever enhancements you could possibly get from that within one night? How microdosing would have to include a cycle. I just don't understand. There's like no way I could. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible. Anything's possible. They might pull something up and be like, and then all of a sudden Ryan Garcia is this, dude that got caught up doing the most craziest drugs in the world. But if it's not in the light, that's what you guys are not understanding. If it hasn't come to the light and you don't have nothing to bring something like that to the light, then it's just a waste of time. And at least if it's going to be a waste of time, make the time worth it by anticipating a fight between you and Ryan Garcia. That's my take. Let me make sure that my itch is still recording good. All right, we're at 9 minutes. Okay, we're good. So that's just my take. You know, this is the universal favorite to fight fans from all nations. Thank you for tuning in to VIC SZN Sports, the number one source for combat news and creations. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. You know, Devin Haney, do the lawsuit, right? Just do the lawsuit. Nobody's mad at that. If you lose the lawsuit, then what? Right? In my opinion, do the lawsuit behind the scenes. Take care of it behind the scenes, but updating the fans about your return, your fighting, this, then the third. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we could do back with Ryan Garcia. How can you run that back? Think of, start picking out locations. You know what, we want to do this in Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? Have it start anticipating it now. And then you got somebody like Turkey that I know will stand behind that. We could make that real anticipating starting now. It could be the countdown till he gets off suspension. For him taking a beating, Devin Haney got suspended as well. So this could be a situation where we have a year long of promotion to possibly be the biggest fight of the decade. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't think Devin Haney is down for something like that. I just think that he's not confident enough to fight Ryan Garcia again. Because if he had been, he would have went that route. He would have did the lawsuit behind the scenes and then publicize everything with the fight. You know what I'm saying? But he wants everybody to know about the lawsuit, in my opinion, because he wants to convince people that he didn't lose a fair fight. You know what I'm saying? But it just, nothing's working in his favor if we're talking about what you could prove. Make sure to smash that like button on your way out if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Check out our merchandise. Check out our memberships to join the VIC SZN Cartel and be a part of the fastest growing YouTube channel on YouTube. You already know what's up. We out. Toma!